I completely transformed my kid's backyard swing set feel in just 2 days and saved over $1,000 doing it myself.
Stick around and I'll show you the wins, the face palms, and the one mistake that almost reduced these green giants to green twigs.
Oh boy, that's not good.
And then the surprising final touch that brought it all together.
All right, so in this area back here, it's kind of just a wasteland right now. I need some more privacy
My
screening.
neighbor on the other side of the house paid a landscape company over $1,500 to install some of these green giants last summer at his house, so we know our base costs and what we can save doing this ourselves. Now I'm limited by my HOA on what kind of fence I can even put up, so today we're putting up 6 living evergreens for year-round privacy. And like I said, last year we put in this playset and the kids have been loving it, but there's still one problem. It just feels way too open, like there's no privacy. And let's be honest, it's bad enough for me that about half the time I look out the window and my 3-year-old has his pants down going pee somewhere.
All right, getting ready to clean out this area so we can plant these green giants, get ourselves some privacy back here.
There's these huge vines choking out all the trees in my woods around the perimeter, so getting these down and out took way longer than we were expecting because of the initial cleanup, but we're getting it done. We're planting 6 green giants, about 6 feet spacing, so over the next few years we'll be growing ourselves a fence line and should reach heights of 30 plus feet eventually.
Starting to space these green giants where I think I might want them. I only have a couple down now. Still doing the cleanup. The goal was to get these in before sundown, but the day's going quick, and I don't know if we're going to make it or not. So we'll see. Do we get these in before dinner time? Definitely not, maybe a late dinner. But we're going to see if we can get these in the ground today.
The goal is to get about 30 feet of coverage lengthwise as well, with the budget of $300. The pro quote was over $1,000, so let's put in some sweat equity and get it done.
All right, these are spaced a little bit close, but it's going to give me the quickest privacy screen in about 10 years. They might be a little thick, but for now, I think it's a good start.
Step 2 here was to tilt the ground to get the soil nicer for the trees and to make digging a little easier. I just got this electric tiller and it was surprisingly easy to operate. I had never done this before, but not much to it. It got up most of the roots and really softened up the Michigan clay that's kind of a pain in the butt for planting trees.
All right, we just got tilled up and that actually worked pretty good, and that should make the digging much easier and the soil better for the trees to grow here. So yeah, that actually went smoother than I thought it was going to.
Now, step 3, my least favorite part of most projects, it's time to dig. I'm trying to get my holes about as deep as the green giant's base and about twice as wide. Tip the pots over, get the trees where you want it, whisper some encouraging words, and plant those trees.
All right, we have our holes dug. Kids are playing on the swing set. We have our trees in place. It is time to put our soil in and some fertilizer.
Okay, so for step 4, we did a hardware store run and the boys helped pick up some garden soil and fertilizer. No one got lost this time, so mission accomplished.
Oh man, don't hurt your back.
We picked up a bag of 10-10-10 all-purpose fertilizer and we're just mixing a small amount on each tree for a nice, slow release of this fertilizer.
All right, so we just picked up some soil and some fertilizer. We got our trees in the holes. It's time to mix the soil with the native soil that was already there. I'm going to try to do it like 50-50. We got some clay in there, but I think 50-50 should be all right. And then we'll throw some fertilizer and some heavy water on it for tonight. But the sun is going down soon. I don't know if I'm going to be able to finish or not. We will see. All right, we have our soil down. We're watering it heavily, or Isaac is. And next step is to get some mulch over here. Going to try to spread it everywhere except for right at the base of the trees, but want to get about 2 or 3 inches of mulch here if I can.
Step 5 is to get our mulch down. I went ahead and used the bags of mulch we already had gotten for other beds around the house. I tried to get a nice even layer, but avoided getting the mulch piled around the base of the trees too closely to prevent rot.
You can keep a zombie underwater, it will turn into a drown.
If you can just take a normal zombie and put it underwater, it can just turn into a drowned zombie.
Isaac was a big help and gave me some proper education on his latest Minecraft findings. Good stuff.
All right, next day we barely finished our job yesterday before sundown. And I'm going to eventually put a border here with some pavers, make it look nicer. But in the meantime, I need a solution to keep this mulch from going down into the grass, washing out, or if the kids wander over here, I need something to keep this mulch in place.
Now, I realized once I got the mulch down, this mulch was going to be going everywhere and spilling into the grass between the weather and the kids, so we had a big problem on our hands. So I did two things to help, but because I'm a complete rookie, I did them in the opposite order.
So we're going to use this HD 4000. It's a battery sprayer and some of this Lockscape, and we're going to lock down this mulch to keep it from going in the grass.
So first I picked up a bottle of this new viral product called the Lockscape Sticky Mulch, which helps keep your mulch in place.
This thing has a nice variable pressure dial. You can go from 40 to 70 PSI. I only need it low for this job right now. Let's see how this stuff works.
I mixed it up in a battery-powered garden sprayer, and I laid it down on the edge here on the new mulch and mixed it up some and then put on a second coat. This is really going to help keep this in place, and I know it's going to be all over the grass when I'm trying to mow in this area if I don't do this.
Now that this is Lockscaped in place, I realized I got ahead of myself because I was rushing yesterday to get these trees in before sundown. I really should have edged this out first, so we'll finish up with that.
But then as a final step, I realized I really wanted to get this edge out. I should have done this edging before. This was a major mistake. I don't know what I was thinking, but I went ahead and edged all around the border of the mulch, which I should have done before I put the mulch down. So now I know for next time.
All right, we barely beat it before sundown. It's wild to think just a few hours ago this was an untamed patch, and now it's a line of trees that should grow 3 to 4 feet a year for the next few years and give us that privacy wall that we're looking for. This swing set has brought us together more than I ever thought it would for the last few years, and now we have an area that we can really feel like is our own and make memories for years to come.
So that's it. We finished the project and saved ourselves hundreds of dollars with some sweat equity. Yes, we'll have to wait a little while to get really that privacy feel we want while the trees grow, but it's a good start, and these are supposed to grow quick.
Let me know what I should try next.